In this video, we're diving into web extraction and whether Browse.ai deserves its spot among the top tools. What's going on, everyone? My name's Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you work smarter and faster. So have you ever wished that you could just grab information from a website without writing a single line of code? Maybe you tried copying and pasting product details or price lists, only to find it super tedious. Today, we'll explore how Browse.ai works, what it can and can't do, and whether it's the right solution for your web scraping needs. Why data extraction matters. Let's start with a bigger question. Why should you care about web data extraction? The internet is full of valuable information: product prices, competitor stock levels, real estate listings, job openings, or research data. Accessing that data quickly can help you make informed decisions. For example, a small e-commerce seller might want to monitor competitors' prices to stay competitive. A researcher might need data from multiple websites to analyze trends. Traditionally, gathering this information required either manual effort like copying and pasting, or learning programming languages like Python to write scraping scripts. Manual copying is time-consuming and prone to errors. Writing code can be powerful, but it also creates a barrier for non-developers. That's where no-code tools like Browse.ai come in. They promise to make web scraping accessible to everyone by automating the process through a point-and-click interface. Instead of writing a script, you train a robot by clicking on the elements that you want to extract. The robot learns the patterns and repeats it on similar pages. This sounds amazing, but does it work as seamlessly as advertised? Let's find out. What is Browse.ai and how does it work? Browse.ai is an online platform that allows you to scrape the data and monitor websites without writing that code. When you sign up, you create that robot that we talked about that interacts with websites just like a human would. The process involves a few steps. Choose a website. Start by selecting the site that you want to extract data from. Browse.ai supports a wide range of sites, from e-commerce stores and job boards to real estate platforms and news sites. You don't need to worry about proxies or user agents at this point because the tool handles those details. Next, you train a robot. Click New Robot and enter the URL and the page that you want to scrape. The platform loads the page in a browser window. You then click on the information that you want to capture, for example, the product name, price, and availability, and Browse.ai records these clicks and identifies patterns in the page's HTML structure. Then you test and refine. So after selecting the elements, you run a test to see if the robot collects the correct data. If it misses information or grabs the wrong field, you can adjust by selecting different elements or adding rules. Browse.ai's interface allows you to preview the extracted data in a table format. Schedule and monitor. Once your robot is trained, you can schedule it to run at regular intervals, daily, weekly, or even hourly. The tool will repeatedly visit the site, extract updated information, and compare it against previous runs. If something changes, you can receive notifications. This feature is handy for tracking price changes or stock availability. Export and integrate. The collected data is stored in a format that you can export as a CSV file. Browse.ai also integrates with other tools via webhooks and offers an API that allows you to send the data to spreadsheets, databases, or other apps. You can connect to more than 7,000 applications through platforms like Zapier. Key features. Browse.ai has several features that set it apart from basic scraping tools. Point-and-click interface. The training system just lets you click on the information that you want, eliminating the need for code. If you've used browser extensions or screenshot tools, the interface will feel super familiar. Pre-built robots. In addition to building your own, you can choose from a library of pre-built robots for common tasks, like scraping Google search results, tracking Amazon prices, or monitoring real estate listings. These templates are useful if you're unsure how to start. Automatic proxies and retries. Many websites block scraping attempts by detecting multiple requests from the same IP address. Browse.ai solves this problem by automatically routing your request through proxies. It also retries requests if they fail, increasing the success rate. Change monitoring. The tool doesn't just gather data once. It can monitor pages over time. If a product goes out of stock or a job listing disappears, you'll get an alert. This helps you act quickly when conditions change. Scalability. You can extract data from hundreds of pages or track many items at once. Browse.ai's servers handle the load so you don't need to worry about your own computer's resources. Integrations. If you want to send your scraped data to Google Sheets, Slack, Airtable, or a custom database, you can do that through built-in integrations or by using the API. This makes it possible to set up automated workflows without manual exporting. Pricing and plans. Browse.ai uses a credit-based system. Each action that your robot performs consumes credits. The more data that you extract and the more frequently you run robots, the more credits you'll use. So here's a general overview of the plans. A free plan. This is ideal for small projects or just testing. It includes a limited number of credits each month, often enough to scrape a few pages or monitor a handful of items. You can try out the interface without spending money. Next is the personal plan. This tier gives you more credits and a few extra features like higher priority in the processing queue. It's aimed at individual entrepreneurs or hobbyists who scrape data regularly, but not at enterprise scale. So you actually get a significant discount when you pay annually. So normally the personal plan for 2,000 credits per month is $48. Or if you want to go ahead and pay annually, it's per month billed annually, and it comes out to an effective rate of $19 per month. Now with that, again, you can use 5 websites, 3 users, unlimited robots, full platform access, basic email support, and additional websites at $4 per month paid annually. Then you also get those 12,000 credits per year. Then next up is the professional plan at $69 per month billed annually, or $87 per month billed monthly. And when you go with the annual, you get 60,000 credits per year. It's good for 10 websites, 10 users, unlimited robots, full platform access, priority email support. Additional websites are only $2.40 per month paid annually. And again, you get those 60,000 credits per year, and you get all the credits up front. And then there's a premium plan starting at $500 per month billed annually, and you don't get any savings there. So with that, you get customized limits on users, websites, and credits, unlimited robots, fully managed onboarding and setup, data transformations, exclusive scale discounts, data management, and a dedicated account manager. User experience. So what does it actually feel like to use Browse.ai? Well, let's walk through an example. So imagine you're running your own online store selling home decor. You want to monitor competitor prices for a particular lamp across 3 different websites. Here's how you can set it up. Training. Log into Browse.ai and create a new robot and enter the URL for your competitor's product page. The page loads in a browser window. You click the lamp's name, price, and stock status. Browse.ai highlights these fields and records them. You save the selections as a data template. Testing. Click test to see if the robot extracts the correct data. The results appear in a table. If the price shows up incorrectly, maybe you click the banner ad instead of the price, and you can adjust by selecting the right element. Once it works, you proceed. Replication. To apply the robot to similar pages on other websites, you provide a list of URLs. If the sites have comparable structures, your robot can extract the same fields from each. For sites with drastically different layouts, you might need separate robots. Browse.ai allows you to duplicate a robot and retrain it quickly for each site. Scheduling. Next, decide how often the robot should run. Maybe you want daily updates because prices change frequently. You choose the schedule and set up email notifications so that you get a summary whenever the robot detects a change. Integration. Link the robot's output to a Google Sheet through Zapier. Every time the robot finishes a run, the data flows automatically into the spreadsheet. Now you have a live view of competitor prices without manual effort. This example shows the convenience of Browse.ai. You can set up the process in under an hour, and then the robot does the repetitive work for you. Users often praise the tool for its simplicity. Many reviewers like that they can quickly create a robot without reading documentation. However, some people report that more complex websites pose challenges. If a site uses dynamic content loaded through JavaScript or has endless scrolling, Browse.ai's robot might struggle. So to get started with Browse.ai, you can go ahead and just click the link down below in the description, which will bring you to this page right here. We can click on Get Started for free. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, once you go ahead and fill out your email, you're going to head and just fill out some contact information here. Agree and continue. And then it's going to say, why are you looking to extract or monitor data? I'm either using it for a job at my company, using it for my own business, working on a personal project, or I'm just exploring out of curiosity. Let's go ahead and select that one for now. And it says what best describes what you're looking for. I need to extract and or monitor data on an ongoing basis. I'm looking to extract a large amount of data one time only, or I don't know yet, I just want to explore. Let's go ahead and select that option. Then it's going to say, how do you want to extract data? I want to build it myself and have experience with web scraping. I want to do it myself but have no experience, or I would prefer to pay a premium for someone to set up and manage everything for me. I'm going to go ahead and select this middle option here and click finish. Sweet. And here we go. So let's go ahead and build a new robot, and we'll choose this extract structured data option. So we're going to use, I'm just going to assume that I want to start my own electrolyte hydration company and I want to spy on Element here. So let's go ahead and copy that URL and we'll paste it right here and click start training robot. And we'll go ahead and use the robot studio. Then it's going to ask us over here, what do you want to extract? So to begin, navigate to the page you'd like to extract data from, then choose an option below. So let's go ahead and just scroll down here, and they just came out with this new lemonade flavor. So let's go ahead and click on that. We'll come here and we'll select capture. I'll select from a list, and then we'll come here, list item 10. All right, and here is what we're looking for. We'll just do 10 rows for now, and we'll go ahead, click save save captured list, confirm. Let's go capture text. We'll go just text, and we want this one-time purchase here. We'll hit confirm, enter a label for this one-time purchase pricing. We'll go ahead, click select, save captured text, and we'll go ahead and click finished. And we'll go ahead and click save here. And now it's gonna go ahead and do its thing here. Okay, so here we go. Now we have our data here. Again, we limited it to 10, and I think there's only 10 options there anyways. So here we go. So if we click on the flavor image, that'll bring that up, flavor link. Now if we click on orange salt, it'll bring up the orange. If we bring up mango chili, it'll bring up the mango chili. So obviously I could come in here and tweak this. I'd like to get the price in here, which is what I was looking for. So I'm gonna say, do the task results above match what you're expecting? I'm gonna say no, they don't. Let's go retrain robot. And I'd go in there, and what I would do is I would select the option to get the price there. But as you can see, I was able to go ahead and just pull that data. Again, this is a super simple example, but just kind of showing you how it works. Super intuitive, and you don't need to know a single line of code. If you're familiar with ChatGPT or anything like that, it's just like talking to the robot and telling it what you want. Pros of Browse.ai. All right, so let's highlight what makes Browse.ai appealing to users. There's no coding required. The biggest benefit is the ability to scrape data without writing code. This opens up web scraping to people who don't have a technical background. Quick setup. Building and testing a robot takes minutes rather than hours. You can start collecting data almost immediately. Change monitoring. The monitoring feature is powerful for tracking changes over time. Whether it's price drops, new job listings, or out of stock alerts, you don't need to manually refresh pages. Automatic proxies. You don't have to worry about your IP address getting banned. Browse.ai handles proxies and retries behind the scenes. Scalable credits. You only pay for what you use. For occasional tasks, the free plan may suffice. For large projects, you can buy more credits. Integrations. Built-in integration with thousands of other apps means that you can automate data flows. You don't need to download CSV files manually. Potential drawbacks and considerations. Now, no tool is perfect, so here are some things to consider before investing in Browse.ai. Learning curve for complex sites. While the basics are easy, more complicated sites with dynamic elements or multi-step interactions can frustrate the robot. You might need multiple attempts to capture the right data. Credit costs. For heavy users, credits can add up quickly. If you're scraping a website with many pages or running frequent checks, you may need to purchase a higher plan. Some users find the pricing model confusing and worry about overspending. Reliability on website changes. So Browse.ai's AI attempts to adapt to website changes, but it's not foolproof. If a site drastically redesigns its layout, you may need to retrain your robot. You should budget time to maintain robots periodically. Limited custom logic. For simple extractions, Browse.ai excels. However, if you need to perform complex data transformations or filter results using custom code, you'll need to export the data to another tool. Browse.ai doesn't replace a full programming approach for advanced tasks. Data ownership and privacy. When using any scraping service, be mindful of websites' terms of services. Some sites prohibit scraping, and using a tool like Browse.ai could violate those terms. Additionally, you're sending data through a third-party service, so review their privacy policy to ensure it meets your requirements. Now, who should use Browse.ai? Browse.ai is best suited for individuals and businesses who need to collect web data but lack the resources or expertise to write custom scrapes. For example, entrepreneurs and e-commerce sellers. If you need to monitor competitor prices, stock levels, or new product launches, Browse.ai can automate the task. It's especially useful for small teams without dedicated developers, researchers, and analysts. You can gather data from multiple news sites or public databases to track trends. The ability to export data to spreadsheets makes it super easy to analyze and visualize the results. Recruiters and job seekers. By setting up robots to monitor job boards, you can receive alerts when relevant positions are posted or when the status of an application changes. Real estate agents and investors. You can use Browse.ai to track property listings, price changes, and new developments across multiple websites. This saves time and ensures that you spot opportunities sooner. Now, Browse.ai might not be the best fit if your data extraction needs are extremely complex, involve login credentials or CAPTCHAs, or require advanced processing. In those cases, hiring a developer to build a custom scraper or using a more powerful tool might be better. So Browse.ai has carved out a nice niche as a friendly, no-code solution for web scraping and monitoring. Its intuitive interface lowers the barrier to entry, making it possible for non-technical users to tap into the wealth of information on the web. Now, like any tool, it has limitations, so it's important to understand your data needs. If you're looking for a straightforward way to gather data without coding, then Browse.ai is definitely worth considering. For those with advanced scraping requirements or a need for deep customization, you may need to explore other options or combine Browse AI with other tools for post-processing. Now, if you want to get started with Browse AI, we've got that link for you down in the description below. This is an affiliate link, which means we earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we provide in-depth reviews and comparisons of different SaaS tools to help you find the best software solutions for streamlining your business and boosting your productivity. So be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.